Hello, folks. So I have curated, I've done this for months. This sheet's been public. However, I have been polishing it and I'm now ready to sort of advertise it out on the channel. So I've created so far, and it's currently being updated regularly, all of the what I believe to be the best and most effective resources for a video game lighting artist to or an environment artist, anyone that wants to improve their lighting, but yes, a lighting artist wanting to get into the industry, what I believe is the best and most effective content. So every piece of content you're going to see on this sheet, I'm going to share it in the description and all that sort of stuff. I've gone for each one. I've looked at it. I'm adding and removing things as I go, double checking things, but also we've got over 80 salaries. I think we might be up to 100 salaries, and we've got a specific UK salary page. So let's have a look at it. So before we get started, big shout out to supporters. So we've officially kicked off the Patreon and YouTube members. But if you supported before that, I don't want to leave you out. You really helped me out. So if you've done a portfolio review, or you donated to the channel through Ko-fi or whatever, thanks so much. If you want to support, look in the description below that you can join the channel for exclusive content, or you can just donate through there. Completely optional. But moving on. So a big thanks to some of the folks that helped me add some stuff to the sheet. So Alexander, Vasesh, and Kyle. When you load the sheet, you can have some tabs. Now I've recently just added this section, optimization, because if you want to do lighting, especially with Lumen, is more technical than it is artistic. So I've been spending all of December so far watching and reading. There's going to be some stuff on here I had from reading, tons of stuff on how to make Lumen run at 60 FPS. And I've actually been applying that to my projects and going back to older projects and applying them. So you get the project title here, the description. You can double click description, see the full thing. You get the link. You can hover over the link and you see the thumbnails for it. You get the author role, where it's from. I've also put some recommended software, which is free down here, such as RenderDoc and Unreal Insights. Again, I'm adding to this page as we go along. Next, you've got YouTube. So on these pages, you'll have the author role. So I tried to keep stuff that is from professionals, or either from professionals in the industry, or from folks that are from like the publication side of Epic Games, or authorized Unreal instructors, some certification. So you'll see the author role here, a link to their portfolio, so you can have a look at the portfolio and see what it looks like for their role, and the link and description. So this is all currently YouTube and some of it /blog, but a bunch of YouTube stuff. And I'm going to add some new content here. I think Karim recently put his course all on his channel, so I'll add that to here as well. Articles and blogs, mentorships, including my own, which is more of a portfolio review now, but you got Skilltree, Mentor Coalition, Lighting Bot, the prices, courses, whether they're free, monthly, or a full cost. Cinematography, this was recommended from Alexander. So cinematography is one of the things that isn't video game specific, but it's so important for video game art. So I've added a few things that I've looked through here. I do watch all of these and look at them and sort of assess if they're going to be good for people to look at. So it does take a while to look and add stuff, but so far I'm pretty happy with everything that is on the list. And then global and UK salaries. Now, the reason there's a UK median salary is because I'm from the UK. I'm very familiar with the UK salary scene for environment art and lighting art. They're both about the same across the board, very similar sort of ones. So you can look at this and actually get environment art info from it. But also, I put out this sheet, and amazing people, lighting artists all over the world, submitted their salaries. So we had over 80 salaries. I've sorted them into UK, US, we've got some EU, Canada, and some Asia as well. I've listed the years of experience, the yearly salary, the locations of the studio, rough location, and notes. The notes, basically, folks fill in this form. And if you are a lighting artist and you want to fill this in, do it because it helps, This is all anonymous. So you can get some good information on here. I want to keep adding to it as we go along. But 80 salaries is pretty awesome. Thank you again for everyone that submitted to this form. It's really awesome. So you can see a bunch of salaries here. And then I took the UK salaries because I'm most familiar with this, and I did some medians. So this is still developing as we go along. You know, we need some more lead salaries. We need a few more senior salaries. I know what the general ranges are as well. So you want to take this with a grain of salt, but roughly the values are in the right range. So um, the best thing I would say is to look at the jobs on the left because the medians will get more accurate the more roles we put in. So mid is pretty accurate. I'd say a lot of mids start off in the early 30s and end up in the late 30s. A lot of seniors start in the early 40s and end in the late 40s. As you can see, we have a lot of seniors here with 7, 8 years experience. So when you get to seniors with about 5 to 4 years, you see that early 40, which is the general range. Then lead and principal, again, this we need a few more in here, but they are roughly in that sort of mid 50 and above range a lot of the time, all the way up to 70 and even more. We've only got so much data to go off with that. But yeah, things get a bit tricky with senior because sometimes you can get a senior that isn't a principal, but they are on the principal salary and their title is still senior. So it's a bit hit and miss in that, but roughly these ranges are pretty good for you to make your own sort of research and decisions about. So yeah, that is the sheet. I'll put the link in the comments and in the description. And as usual, hope you find this helpful. I'm going to keep adding to it. If you have any suggestions for things for me to add, get in touch. And again, if you want to support, you can do. And thanks again for everyone that's supported so far. For now, peace.